Hi, Olivia. Happy birthday in heaven. What can I say? My student, my president student, my barkada, and my favorite gallery manager. Oh, we had such a great time. Um, she helped me a lot. The most difficult thing was having to chase Marty Magsanok, our gallerist. Good guy, Marty. He was a problem as to how to get a hold of onto, but Olivia was my key. Olivia would make sure that, we'd get him. She'd tell me when, where, how, and why. Anyway, I miss you so much, Olivia. All this poblacion and everything. And when you confessed to me about that thing, I said, go back to Keith. Okay? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? That's Olivia. I love you. Happy birthday. Mwah.
Hello, my name is Gabby Fernandez. I'm chairperson of the production design department, and I was Ivi's uh, chair and also teacher for about 4 or 5 subjects, foremost of which was her thesis. I'm going to keep this short, lest I cry. Just 2 or 3 things I want to talk about with Evie. First was that she was so well loved. She was so well loved. I think this will be attested by the fact that so many of her faculty and teachers will be giving tributes in this video. She's so well loved. Number 2 was there's always a lightness of being with her. She was always so joyful. She's always smiling. She was always laughing. And in my 15 years as a teacher in Benil, and 7 years as chair of the production design program, there were very few who were as light or magaan sa loob to me as a teacher as Evie was. She was also so kind. She'd help out her classmates, and when she graduated, whenever she saw me, she would really go out of her way to approach me and to say hello, ask me how I was, etc., etc. I'd like to think that I was a production design for film teacher for production design for film, and I'd like to think I helped kindle her love for films and her wonderful work in Marty Magsanok's Archivo. The last thing I want to talk about Evie is Evie was never never a strongly academically driven person, a student. She wasn't bookish, definitely, but she always maintained good grades because that was what was so wonderful about Evie. She was so dependable. She'd come on class on time. She'd always be there. She'd hardly ever be absent. And if ever she would, she'd tell me in advance, etc., etc. I don't even remember. I don't remember ever. And I'm a strict teacher, old school. I don't remember scolding her ever. But even despite the fact that she wasn't the the most academically driven student in her batch, her classmates would gravitate towards her. They would always want her to be in their group. Such was Such was her charm, such was her lightness of being, such was her wonderful people skills, bringing people together, of not judging people, of helping people. Um, I'm going to miss her. I was really shocked when I was told of the news. I was out of town shooting, so I couldn't come to the wake. I'm really gonna miss her. The only consolation, and well, I don't know if this is consolation to the family, is that, well, she is with God. She's in the loving embrace of a loving God. And in that, um, my heart finds joy, and my heart finds healing. I'll always going to miss Olivia.
Hi everyone, I'd like to thank Ina today for inviting me to share some memories about Olivia. I met Olivia during an opening in Archivo Gallery. She came up to me, sat down beside me, and made me cuento and said, "Do you know that I was with Tita Ina and Tita Ana? We went out." I said, "Really?" I go, "Tita Ina and Tita Ana." I go, "Ina Chongbian?" She goes, "Yes, Tita Ina." I go, "Oh, how do you know Tita Ina?" She said, "Because Tita Ina is the mother of my mom." I go, "Why? Who's your mom?" "Bettina." I go, "Oh my God, Bettina." Of course I remember Bettina because we were the same age, and I was in Woodrose and she was in LaSalle Zobel, and the Woodrose girls would have their CMT training in LaSalle Zobel, and Bettina Chongbian was very, very popular. Okay, so right away, Olivia and I felt at ease with each other. One of the fondest memories I have with Olivia was last year, 2 evenings before my 49th birthday. Olivia, Doc Marty, and I saw each other at CCP for Cinemalaya because I remember there was a tribute to Cesar Hernando. So right after the tribute, Olivia, Marty, and I went out to get some dinner and drinks. We went to Peter Lee's in the Malate area to join some people who were at the Cesar Hernando tribute for dinner. And then after that, we went to the Luneta Hotel to get a drink. And I remember there was a very, very beautiful view. I also recall that before that, we went to this place. I don't remember where it is, but it had an excellent view of Manila Bay. So we sat down there, had some drinks, and just talked about, the three of us were just like talking about life and love and relationships and our plans, no, and our dreams, no. So it was such a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. I will never ever forget it. And then also during Christmas, during December, we also managed to go out. No, we had dinner. We walked around the Makati area, particularly Poblacion. We had dinner, we had drinks, and we were a small group. It was Olivia, Sandra, Marty, RM, and I. And it was so relaxed and it was so much fun. I'm so glad that we were able to spend the time together. Kudos to the family of Olivia for raising such a wonderful, wonderful person, such a lovely person. She was well liked in the art world. She always had a smile for everyone. She was very friendly and she was also very kind. I only wish that I had more time to get to know her and that we had more chance to make cuento. In fact, she would tell me, she goes, in the beginning she would call me Tita, but then I said, please don't call me Tita because we're colleagues now, no? We both work in the arts. No, she would make me cuento about her crushes, who she would find cute and stuff like that, no? So it was nice. It's a very relaxed and easy relationship I had with her. And I really wish that we had more time to spend together. So take care to the family of Olivia. I'm so happy that we're all here remembering her. And thank you, Ina, thank you, Bettina. Thank you for inviting me to speak today about Olivia. Take care.
So the first time I met Olivia was, I think, in August 2017. I had just left my old gallery to move to Archivo, and I was finalizing my first meeting with the team. And there she was. There was this lady um, at the staircase near the door smoking, and I asked Nicole, who was then the gallery manager, and I asked her, "Who is this young lady?" And that's Olivia. That's our gallery assistant. And then I asked her, "Is she okay?" "No, you're gonna get along well," because she also studied in CSB. And sure, and true enough, we hit it off. So that was our, um, I would say, our common ground. We didn't actually interact in school, but we learned very quickly that we did share professors, and she did work a lot with the arts management team and program, which I was a part of. And of course, her being in production management, she is so good with, nitty gritty things, which I would always see her um, down in with the boys, working on the walls, painstakingly painting every corner, and she's very good at that. She's a person, very personable, and basically we complemented each other because I was the introvert and she's so extroverted. She's kind of like the gallery mascot. And I say that with love because people do love her, do gravitate towards her, and I'm upstairs writing all the emails. and and yeah, I genuinely had the best time with working with Olivia, and there were so many funny moments with her. And those are the ones that I really remember, and those are the ones that really stick with me. Are the many art fairs we've spent together, and art fairs, as you know, if you may have seen her stressing out, though I doubt that's possible because I've never seen her so stressed out. She's so cool. Art fairs are very stressful, and it's an all important month where we move tons and tons of artworks to an exhibition space where we do end up selling them. Well, in the vein of selling them. And Olivia and I had this affinity of just laughing it off, and it is marked by working long, long hours, late at night, working on the price list and everything. And I had the chance to see her personality even more, working with her, and just really just laughing about everything in life. And we would just drink. Actually, we would never work. We would just drink and talk about our boss, as you do. And also, I would remember one funny moment was the fumigation. There was this thing about the fumigation, and I actually was a bit unreasonable towards her because I stood her up. So it was fumigation day because I said, "Nah, I'm not." I did not come to work, but she kind of knew I wasn't gonna show up, but she did, and she facilitated everything, and it went well. And I think in 2 days' time, the person did warn us that, "Oh, don't be surprised if some of these things turn up." So, and we just, the day after, it was fine. Nothing turned up. And we were at the gallery and we were entertaining people from Sotheby's and these were big time gallerists from Hong Kong, and then they all turned up. They just decided to step up, and we were horrified, and I would never forget that. And then, and one more thing, the funniest thing ever is we do get locked out a lot. For some reason, our keys and our locks just, they're not sturdy enough, and I snap the keys or something just goes wrong, and we do get locked out a lot. So we have to call people to help us open the gallery each time, and that like happened 3 times. And we would find ourselves laughing, asking the next door gallery, can you take us in just for the day? But really, in reality, once every month it would happen. And it was just, I cannot explain the joy. It was so brief. We worked for 2 years, but it's just like not working at all. It's like having a friend who has your back. Olivia is that person. I never, she would be the last person to leave. And the thing that would that have stuck in my mind is her work ethic, because she's so fun. You don't get to pay attention on how she works, but she will literally be that one person who will leave last. She will check everything if everything is in place, but she will wake up late. I will give her that. I go to work first and she leaves last, and it works that way. And there's so many, my head is just going everywhere, and I would always remember that when there's not much time to eat, we would go to the Manong Fishbowl to have a snack before the opening, and you can, and probably I believe you have encountered some of the other gallery assistants or our colleagues in La Fuerza who will tell you kind of the same stories that I have of Olivia, who is very radiant, comforting, kind, and she just brings out, your best qualities. And me, I'm very stressy, and seeing her work, and it just begs me to ask the question: Is it ain't so bad, isn't it? So why, if Olivia can get through it, you can do it as well. So yeah, and the thing that I do now, because I do think about her every day, every single day I think about her, and I will never forget some of the things she's given me, some of my prized possession from her trips. She gave me this Georgia O'Keeffe. I believe it was from her last trip um, in New York City, and she also, along with this, she gave me this postcard of Georgia O'Keeffe and Warhol. And I love this so much because we talk about their work together at the gallery. It's just very dear to me. It's like, and she also gave me socks because she knows I love socks, and she gave me, I think, a coin purse from Japan because she'd seen my wallet and it's like full of coins. It's exploding with coins. But maybe she saw my wallet, and also I had the opportunity to see her absolutely work on each and every layout for the gallery promotion, beginning from day one. When I started working at the gallery, she did everything, and I did had some of them framed, and so I those are now my prized possessions because it's it's the way I memorialize her work, the way I remember her working late at night. And it's not to say that I always see her, but she would always call me. We would talk at night, and she would say, "Oh, by the way, this is what I did." And we would not even look at the layout, and I would immediately know what she is talking about. And it's just that thing about her. And this is I'm just gonna show some of the things that she's done. So this is uh, the poster she's done for our M. De Leon, who was also, I think, her professor in CSB. And I love the simplicity of this poster. I remember these exhibitions so much, and these are uh, the most fun exhibitions we did together. And I thought it's really fitting that they are framed. And so these are the things that would always be, um, of course, in the house, as uh, you know a fossilized memory of Olivia. And I do dearly miss her, and love her, adore her. And those are in- such an incredible 2 years. And sometimes I would just be sitting down and would remember the best times. Sorry. The best times, and the funny times, the silly, stupid moments, and the challenging times with her. And I miss her. It's been great. So thank you, Olivia. Darling, wherever you are in my heart forever.
Hi, I'm JLo. I'm Evie's college beshi. And to celebrate her birthday, I've listed 25 things na hindi ko makalimutan about our friendship. So, ayan, Evie, nilista ko talaga siya. Kasi ang dami nun, 25. Ang hirap kabisaduhin. So, ayun, rules, tama ng iyak, kota na tayo dyan, B. And then, one take lang, and I'll make this fun, like how we would do it together, okay? So, I'll start. The first one is, I'm from the north and you're from the south. So, lagi nating pinagdidiskusyonan saan ba mas magandang tumira and mamuhay. Yeah, kung sa Alabang ba or sa Quezon City. So, next is house parties na hindi ko naman alam kung paano umuwi. So, lagi akong pumupunta ng mga party mo tapos lagi na lang stuck ako sa Alabang be. And then, number 3, yung mga kabaduyan na tinuturo ko sa'yo. So, yon. Sana hindi mo nakakalimutan yon. And then number 4, sabay tayo lagi nag-enlist and nag-encode. Kasi usually tayong dalawa lang lagi yung DL. So, we ended up na magkaklase buong college life. And then, me teaching you how to speak Tagalog. Kasi girl, di ba, hindi ka talaga magaling mag-Tagalog. And then, our next, our favorite word, heart, with H. Lagi nating sinasabi yan, a heart. Like, lahat na makikita natin, oh, is it an art? Or, art ba yan? Or hindi ba yan a heart? And then, number 7, basta makakita tayo ng Lion King and Michael Jackson, ikaw yan. And then, number 8, okay, yung hand sign natin na every time na sasabihin ng prof na, okay, kailangan nyo ng partner, kailangan nyo ng group, lagi natin ginagawa to. Ibig sabihin nun, matik, tayong dalawa na yung magka-partner. And then, number 9, of course, I'm your number 1 shipper for Sir RM. Alam mo yan. Ako number 1 supporter ng love team ninyo. Okay. And number 10, bukod sa supporter ako ni Sir RM and ikaw, lagi rin akong third wheel ninyo ni Keith kapag pumupunta siya sa Binild. And then, number 11, lagi ka nagre-reklamo every time na PE na mabigat, ganyan. And then, lagi mo sinasabi na ibibigay mo sa akin. O, ibigay mo na sa akin ngayon. And then, number 12, yung mga pumupunta tayo sa kung saan-saan before classes dahil mahaba yung break natin. So, nagpunta tayo ng Ukay, ng Manila Zoo, ng Quiapo, tapos na late tayo. Tapos pinagalitan tayo ng prof. And then, number 13 is, sa bahay niyo to, lagi tayo nagpipaint dyan together. Yeah, yung mga project natin, dyan natin ginagawa. Tapos papatugtog lang tayo ng music. And then, number 14, we call our group with Anina, Destiny's Child. And then, number 15, Yupad Baba. So, every break, lagi tayong bumababa para mag-yosi. And then, number 16, kapag wala na tayong pera, yung lunch natin, or merienda, or dinner, ang kinakain lang natin sa CAF is yung siomai, na dadamihan na natin ng chili, tsaka rice, para mabusog tayo. And then, I can remember nung thesis ko, nung parang ceremony sa dulo, mag-aabot ng rose, and then si Jasper, tapos ikaw, yung nag-aabot ng rose sa amin kasi theater group. And then, hindi ko tinanggap yung rose na binibigay ni Jasper kasi gusto ko yung galing sa'yo. And then, number 18, when I performed as Lady Gaga sa Taft Campus, ikaw lang yung friend ko na pumunta doon. So, thank you kasi support ka doon. And then, 19 yung plans natin na sabay tayong magma-master sa UP, 'di ba? Sabi natin, ako magma-masters ako ng theater, tas ikaw magma-masters ka ng film. And then 20th is we would make a film about Imelda na Marie Antoinette version, ganon. And then 21, yung pumunta tayo sa Tomas Morato to interview someone from MTRCB, tapos nag-jeep tayo, tapos dumaan tayo dun sa may bahay namin. So, naikot natin yung konting part ng Quezon City. And then, number 22 is, nung binigyan mo ng pop and cookin yung kapatid ko. So, sobrang na-appreciate niya yon. And sobrang happy ko nung moment na yon. As in, hindi ko talaga makakalimutan yon. And, number 23, every time that we see things na, relatively close or parang describes us, lagi natin sinasabi na, oh, that's very J-Lo. Oh, that's very Ivi. Oh, very you, very me. Okay? And number 24 is, you promised me na pag na-chugi ako, ipipaint mo ko. Ano na? Diba? So, kaya naman, yung final gift ko sa'yo is, binaliktad ko yung promise natin. And then, number 25 is, yung last na nagkita tayo, ano na yun, graduate na tayo. And then, sobrang happy ka nun kasi nakita tayo sa CCP, tapos pumunta ako for an event. And then, hindi ko in-expect na magkikita tayo. Tapos, nung time na yon may jowa na ako. Girl, kajowa ako. So, yun, that's the 25 things na hindi ko makalimutan about Evie, me, our friendship, na kung hindi dahil kay Evie, is hindi ako ganito ngayon. And, yeah, parang sobrang nagbago yung pananaw ko sa mundo because of you, Evie. And, yun, miss na kita. Hoy, rules! So, miss na kita kasi alam mo naman, 'di ba, na chikadoras tayo forever. Nakakamiss lang magkamustahan. Pero alam mo naman 'yon, I'm always fine and yeah, alam ko naman na you're in a better place now. And yeah, gawa ka lang ng art dyan kung anong gusto mong gawin. So, yeah, happy birthday, Ivi. I miss you. I love you.
Hi, I'm Kim, batchmate of Evie, Production Design 112. I miss you, Evie, so much. I miss how we talk about the most random things ever. With Evie, you can talk about anything. mostly anything. Art, movies, music, cartoons, chismes. I miss those times. Most fondest memory is yung mga lakwatsa natin during frosh days. During break, kasi mga 3 hours to 5 hours yung break. So kahit saan, mawala lang yung boredom natin, kakahintay for the next class. Kung saan tayo pumunta, papadpad. In Manila Bay, kung saan lalakad lang tayo Manila Bay, Taft, Malate, pabalik ng SDA. Para lang ma-fill up yung time na yun. Go to Manila Zoo. Oh my God. Those times, sobrang bento nun. Anyway, I miss you. I love you. Happy birthday, Evie.
Mahirap na nagre-record na lang ako ngayon imbes na kausap kita. But you know, sobrang inspiration. This person, I remember yung mga kwentuhan natin and yung mga tinuturo mo sa akin, actually. I remember you saw me crying sa hallway and then pinatuhan mo lang ako ng isang random question and then parang clear na lahat, dude. I remember that. I will never forget that. Even after college, nag-usap pa tayo. You were always asking me for advice, dude. I remember that. Meron pa tayong unfinished conversation, I remember. I was saying that you should hit me up. You were talking about something funny. And then I would always get replies sa mga ginagawa kong kalalokohan sa stories sa Instagram. Damn, dude. I'd miss that. But I guess, like we always say, as artists, it's life. Yeah. Yeah. I will never forget. I will always remember and will always lagi akong huhugot ng inspiration from your story. In fact, I'm planning to get a tattoo of your name just because ayaw talaga matagal sa isip ko na meron tayong hindi pa tapos na conversation. Meron tayong pinag-uusapang nakakatawa on Twitter for all. Oh my God. I remember that conversation, dude. Hindi pa siya tapos. Okay. I'm planning to get a tattoo somewhere here. I don't know. But always remember Olivia. Miss you. Happy birthday. Yep. Happy birthday, Ivi. Gonna miss your parties though. Yeah. Peace.
So, memories with Evie. It's raining here nga pala, so if it's noisy, bear with me na lang. Hehe. That's my guest tayo. So, I think, like, one of the things that we bonded over was the fact na Filipino's hard. Mga Bisaya girls who aren't really Bisaya speaking, pero like, naga-Bisaya na pala tayo. Or like, may, what's that called? Like, basta hindi siya Filipino. Basta namumali natin, like, all the time before, mga Filipino words. And, I don't know. Tapos yung, wala na ibang matawag na bye. Because, like, Bisaya thing siya. And, dugay-dugay na to din nagkita. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Miss you. And I hope you're safe. I hope you're doing well. Happy birthday. Love, love.
Hi. So my name is Franco. I was Evie's blockmate in CSP in our production design and technical theater block. And I just wanted to send this video in to help celebrate with everyone what an amazing person Evie was on her birthday. So, I mean, Evie was the coolest, right? She was the absolute coolest person I knew. She was ever the artist, always interested in everything artistic, whether it be, um, painting, photography, filmography, music. Um, I remember we spent one NSTP day in a film showing where we're not interested in the film at all, and we just kept talking about all the music that we loved and shared with each other together. It was amazing. She's an absolute chillest. One of my favorite memories also of Evie is that one Halloween party, I think, um, in the house in Ayala Albang Village. Just I think I was talking to her about how I hadn't been kissed before. Like I hadn't had a first kiss before. This was first year. This was freshman year, and she humbly offered like immediately one Keith Mado to be to be my first kiss, and it was brilliant. It was amazing. We did not kiss, just so we're clear. I don't know. She's just one of the chillest people that I ever knew, and she was such a bright light, and does continue to still be because I think about her quite a lot. Um, so yeah, happy birthday, Evie. And I'm sure we're all thinking of her a lot.